Hello everyone. Ziljin here with another episode, another art video. So yeah, decided, I've drawn a lot of Marvel fan art lately, so let's go back to some DC. But still, that's still lots of comic book art, but really the cool characters are so super duper awesome cool, and like, yeah, the other franchises just don't compare. Yeah. So the last one was Punisher and all the other Punishers. So this one is Superman and a whole bunch of other Supermen. Yeah. But most of these are from the story arc, which was called spoilers, the death and return of Superman. Yeah, so if you didn't know, Superman did die. He did get killed Doomsday. Spoilers for both the Justice League movie. Justice League movie and the Batman vs. Superman movie. And the comic books, but basically the movie, the Batman vs Superman, they did try to copy. Maybe not copy, but yeah, they're obviously inspired by the comic books. But basically, Doomsday comes and kills Superman. They both like fight to a standstill, but yeah, Doomsday was able to kill Superman. Yeah, this was a really big thing, and then like yeah, so they had the funeral and etc. But yeah, if you see in the trailers or is it spoiling the trailers? Probably not, but everyone who read the comic knows Superman is gonna be alive again in the Justice League movie. Yeah. So basically that's what happened in the movie and the comic book. It's called Death and Return of Superman. But yeah, before Kal-El, Clark Kent came back to life, came back to become Superman, there's a whole bunch of replacement Supermen. Yep. With all that preface knowledge, that's like the most knowledgeable stuff. Yeah, that's the basic gist of it. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at each character. Yep. So here's Kal-El, aka Clark Kent. He's the original Superman, but basically when he died, he didn't actually die or something. Like his body was put into a regeneration chamber in the Fortress of Solitude, and like the robots were charging him up and stuff like that. It's a lot more complicated than I explained it, but yeah, so basically it turns out one of the robots, which was actually the Eradicator and also the replacement of Superman, like he was like charging him up somehow. It's pretty confusing. I'll get to that in a bit, but yeah, so basically when Kal-El came back, he's just wearing all black suit. His hair's all grown out, but why is his beard and mustache not growing out? It makes perfect sense why his hair grew out. He wasn't getting haircuts, right? But how about his face? Who's shaving his face for him? Did the robots decide like, oh, I don't want to disturb your sleep, so I won't move your head to give you a haircut, but I'll just help you shave? Okay, is that what happened? I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased because I like having a beard and mustache. But yeah, and long hair, of course. So it would have been cool if Superman had long hair, mustache, and beard, Yeah, I did see that Henry Cavill did have a beard. Not a beard, it has a mustache. It would have been cool if he also grown a beard. And then bam, that's how he portrays Superman. Yeah, coming back from the grave. That would have been awesome. But yeah, so he's wearing all black and silver, I guess because like you wear black to a funeral, like to memoriate dead people, the deceased, and etc., to mourn the deceased. So I guess maybe that's the funeral suit he was wearing or something. I don't know. Who knows? Somebody knows. That person is just not me. Yeah. And then here's the Eradicator. So basically, they took Superman's code names of aliases and just gave it to the replacement Superman. So this guy was called the last son of Krypton. He's actually an ancient alien robot. He's called the Eradicator. And yeah, he was actually supposed to be evil. When he came out to the world, revealed himself, he actually went around killing criminals. He was very brutal and stuff. So yeah, that was bad. The other heroes try to tell him it's not good to be killing people, and then he did eventually become good. Like he reprogrammed himself or something. Yeah, so that's interesting. Yeah. So he has black costume, black and blue costume. So it's different from their usual blue and red costume, but he does keep the red cape, and he has these goggles because he's sensitive to sunlight. I don't know why, because he's a freaking robot. Why would his eyes be sensitive to sunlight? Okay, but he doesn't have heat vision. He just has laser hand. His hand shoots lasers. Okay, and yeah, and oh yeah. So basically, it turns out like he's a robot, so he doesn't have Kryptonian powers, but he was able to he can't absorb sunlight. I don't know why not. He couldn't have solar panels and whatever. Anyway, so basically he would get his powers by absorbing the solar energy out of Superman's corpse, except for that somehow end up reviving him and charging him up. I don't know. Is it like a battery or something? You gotta, deep drain the battery and then charge it up or something? Is that what he was doing? Yeah. Comic book stuff is complicated. But yeah, he was one of the replacement Supermen. He was pretty well accepted, actually. Despite being brutally and freaking murdering people and criminals and stuff. Maybe people were into that. Superman never kills, usually. And then here's another replacement. He was this one who is called the Man of Steel, and now he's just called Steel. He's John Henry Irons, and yeah, so he is a black guy. I mean, yeah, that's exactly what he is. Yeah, Kal-El, Clark Kent. I didn't mention this, but he's a Kryptonian alien, and he looks like a white dude. But okay, he looks like a white human. Yeah, that's I'm telling it like it is. And this guy, he's a black human. Yeah, black male human. Yeah, but he's wearing a suit of armor. Yeah, he made it himself, and yeah, because Superman saved his life. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna be like Superman and save people and stuff. And he got his iron. Yeah, he's supposed to be I think he's supposed to be related to the John Henry, the black guy who hammered the steel even harder than the steel hammering machine or something. He won in the race or what. I forgot the myths, the folklores, etc. But yeah, it was there's a bet with the John Henry versus the steel digging machine or hammering machine or whatever. John Henry did win but died in the end. I think that's how it goes. But yeah, that was the first case, maybe not the first case, but one of the early cases of automation, robotics and stuff replacing humans and making them obsolete. Yeah, he sure proved them wrong and then died. That's kind of tragic. Anyway, so here's John Henry Irons. He was one of the replacement Supermen, but he doesn't have Clark Kent's any memories or powers or anything. So yeah, people didn't really believe he was Superman. Yeah. He has a hammer. It's a lot bigger, but just like I drew Mjolnir and his sword, Thor's sword and hammer, everyone's weapon and weapons, I always draw super small so it can fit into this screen over here. So yeah, the hammer's tiny. His head is bigger than the hammer. His head is bigger than everything. Jesus. I always draw the head bigger than the torso. Yeah, obviously my art is not realistic or proportional in any way. It's really awful if you look at it. Yeah, so here's Steel. In his original appearance, he's wearing all silver armor. Yeah. Yep. And he has this weird gauntlet thing. I'm not sure. I think it might have shot stuff out of it looks like a weapon gauntlet or something. But yeah, one of them is just a regular bracelet, and another one is like a gauntlet or something. And then yeah. And then in later incarnations or later art or whatever, I don't know exactly when, but basically he has the same costume, but then the armor pieces are painted black. I don't know why. Is it because the artists or the writers of DC decided yo, he's a black guy, gotta make his armor black? Or they were just tired of seeing, one color suit, everything is silver. Maybe that's too monochrome, Yeah, because I'm honestly, I think I like this costume better because yeah, several, you know, multiple colors, some clashing colors, differentiating colors. I'm always a fan of that. Yeah, usually when I draw these things, I usually choose the costume that has like color differentiation. You know, sometimes they have like just one solid color. That's kind of boring, honestly. Yeah, but in this case, I decided to do both of them. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that in the future. Like, if there's more than one color scheme or something, I'll do both of them and show you guys, show you gals, show everyone. Yeah. Yep. Anyway, yeah. I mean, yeah, so here's a comparison. They're both the same. It's just one has all silver and one has black and silver. And yeah, his costume actually looks... You know, the black costume actually looks pretty similar to the Kal-El costume when he comes back to life, Clark Kent. So that's cool. Maybe that's what the intention was, and not to make him black because he's black. I don't know. And here's Cyborg Superman. He's also known as the Man of Tomorrow, and he's Hank Henshaw. He's an astronaut, kind of similar to Fantastic Four, except for instead of getting powers, he ended up dying. Yeah, that's tragic. Yeah. So they turn him... I'm not entirely sure about the story, but basically somebody turned him into a cyborg Superman. That's kind of weird. They like graft his face in like, I don't know, Superman. I'm not sure if he just showed up looking all cyborg or he was looking like Superman and then like his face and arms, like the skin fell off like in Terminator or something. Because it'd be weird if you build a freaking Superman robot clone and then you end up freaking tearing half the skin. Yeah, so it's probably battle damage, but usually most of the depictions of Cyborg Superman, he looks kind of like this, where some of it looks like, you know, has the skin and the costume of Superman, and the rest is just robot parts. Yep. So he looks pretty similar, but not really. Yeah, it kind of looks like, you know, Mecha Godzilla, so Mecha Superman. Yeah. I did give him a little more details, muscles and abs and stuff like that, because otherwise it would just be one piece of metal. Yeah. Normally I kind of avoid drawing the muscles and stuff like that. Just stick to the basics. And here is the Metropolis Kid, aka Superboy, and his secret identity is Kal-El and Connor Kent. Yeah, so basically, from what I read, he's a clone of Superman, possibly with Lex Luthor DNA. I should have read that a little more up. But usually, like when they clone Superman, like it's usually like Lex Luthor is cloning him and is adding his own DNA. That's really weird. Like he's obsessed with Superman and he hates him, but then he makes a Superman clone. But although that's exactly what happened in the Batman vs Superman movie. He genetically altered Zod by introducing his own DNA into it, and then turns into Doomsday somehow. Not sure how that works, but okay. Yeah, Lex Luthor is obsessed with spreading his DNA into Kryptonians. Okay, yeah. Okay, that doesn't really mean anything. He's just a mad scientist. But anyway, so yeah, his costume is really different. Not only does he not have a cape, he also has like a jacket. Yeah. How did I not know how to do that? Say that. And his hair is like more scruffy, more messy, like bed hair. Like, yeah. The other characters, they have like neat hair, as similar as possible as to Superman. Yeah, so yeah, he got like a red suit with the blue in the center, and he got 2 belts. Why does he have 2 belts? And he got that jacket. He's more like a playboy. Yeah, like a lot of the pictures, the comic book art, he's like holding women. Yeah, I mean, he is younger, so I guess he's like a teenager, you know, got them hormones pumping in through him. But yeah, so there's Superboy. He, like, if you watch Super Justice? I'm meant to say Young Justice, you know, the cartoon that was airing and then now it's on Netflix, I think, or it's going to be on Netflix. Yeah, it is. They're going to make a new season. Yeah. It stars this I think it's also named Kal-El, but yeah, it has this rendition of Superman, but no jacket and stuff. He's just wearing a t-shirt with the S sign. Okay, yeah, but he was supposed to be a Superman clone. Similar background. Yep. And here's Bizzaro, I think he in the first original like appearance, maybe not the original appearance, but definitely early appearances, he looked like Superman, but he had white skin. He had the same costume, you know. Wait, was it white skin or gray skin? But yeah, he had like really pale skin. He's not in the Death and Return of Superman storyline. I just added him in because he's one of the Superman imposters. Like, he's one of the most famous Superman imposters, probably. Yeah. I knew about Bizzaro before I learned about like Superboy clones and robots and Eradicators and Cyborg Superman. Yeah, and Steel. Yeah. So I decided to throw him in. Yeah, he's like anti-Superman. He has like the reverse powers and stuff like that. He has freeze vision and fire breath and stuff like that. And he's vulnerable to blue kryptonite instead of green kryptonite. Like, yeah. And then later on, I guess they wanted to make him look a little bit different. So his S symbol got reversed because, you know, he's the reverse of Superman. And also the colors of his costumes is also different. It's like I don't know, I'm not sure what these colors are. It's purple and purplish blue. Yeah, so basically everything is more darker and more purplish. Yeah. Yep. The yellow stays the same, I believe. Yeah, so yeah. So Bizzaro, later on they would try to make him more early on he's supposed to be a clone of Superman, imperfect clone, and then he looks like Superman until they revealed he's not Superman. And then later on, he adopted his own costume, you know, yeah. Cool stuff. Yep. In the cartoons, he looks like a zombie. I didn't feel like doing it. I want to make him look as similar as Superman as possible. Because why not? And then, yeah, here's the comparison. Basically the same costume, just the S gets reversed and different colors. Yep. Yeah, he also speaks really weird, like, oh, yeah. And then here's Superman, Clark Kent. Yeah, because it turns out, you know, in the original drawing I did, I had yellow S and the red background. I did not notice that until now, so I fixed it and, you know, included into the video, into the picture, so you can have a comparison. Yeah. So here's Superman. How's he supposed to look like? Yeah. Okay, so that's all the time again with this episode. So hopefully everyone's enjoying this series. If you like or dislike this video, be sure to let me know. Do you like Superman? Did you know about all these other different Superman imposters and replacements of Superman? Yeah. Which ones do you like? You know, which ones do you like? You know, which characters have you heard of? Which characters do you like? You know, yeah. Have you seen them in the cartoons, the comic books? You know, none. In the movies, yeah, I don't believe. Oh, Steel has his own movie, and then yeah, they've shown up in a lot of the cartoons. Yeah, all of them have shown up in the cartoons, I think, except for Eradicator. Yeah, there's Superboy, there's Steel, there's I'm pretty sure there's a Cyborg Superman in the cartoons, right? I know there's Metallo, and Superboy, and Superman clones, and Bizzaro. I'm almost positive they had Cyborg Superman. Well, they have it in the DC Supergirl TV show, even though he looks nothing like Superman, but okay. That's no big deal. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so be sure to let me know down below, subscribe, comment, what do you think about these art pictures? Yeah, as always, thank you for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.